So hello again, and in this video I'm going to show you S-Hot skill build for Athena, that is elemental build for her. So basically you will go into Saronic Storm skill tree, and for a 5 level Athena it is going to look like this, that is early in the game, and then as you progress to the 15 level you will make your skill build like this. So this is for the 15 level Athena. Then we have for a 25 level Athena, you will use your points into superconductor because it is a really nice skill for Athena elemental build, that is S-Hot Athena. Then you will go into overload and into Hades shackles. So this is going to be a build for 25 level Athena. So we will not be using flash freeze because we will be using fire and shock elemental weaponry. We will not be using elemental barrage because you will get the ammo from the vending machine or from your enemies that you will destroy. Then we will not using this unrelenting because the other skills are a little better than this unrelenting, and as we progress we will be using skill points into gathering tempest, and that is why we will not be using this unrelenting skill. So then after 25 level Athena we will go right and we will use the points into Gankata and Omega Senshu, which is a nice addition for this build. And this is of course for 35 level Athena, and then we will go into Phalanx skill tree where we will be using our skill points into a photos and to hold the line for a 45 level Athena build. Then we'll be using points into prismatic ages and into clear, and then for these last 3 points you will be using of course for a level 50 Athena, which will be something a little bit different because we'll be using a legendary class mode. Of course, if you have a class mode that is boosting some other skills, in addition, if it's boosting clarity of purpose, of course you will be using a 1 point from Gankata into clarity of purpose just to get that skill boost. But for the other skills, that is mercurial or if you have for Invictus, you will not be using that boost for these skills or even for United Front or Stalwart. And in this skill tree you will not be using for those 3 skills. And for a level 50 we will need a class mode, that is Celestial Gladiator class mode, and we'll have to reset those skill points just so I can show you how you will build it with this legendary class mode. So as you can see, it is boosting my Gankata and clarity of purpose, and it will go 5 points into Gankata, 1 point into clarity of purpose, and 5 points into Omega Senshu. It is basically the same, but we're using that 1 point in clarity of purpose because we have that boost from the legendary class mode. Then again we'll use these points into photos, and now we'll use points into Cold Line and Vanguard because it is boosting with a class mode. Then it's basically the same here, but the biggest change is maybe here with Gathering Tempest and Conduit. So basically this is going to be the same, almost it is going to be same again, of course, because you will have to use 5 skill points to get into the other skills. Then we'll use 1 point here and 5 here, 1 into these of course, and this is going to be basically the same, of course 3 points here, and then we have those 2 skill points left. So we'll go 1 point here and 1 point here, and this is going to be that 50 level S-Hot Athena build, which is going to be beast with the items that I will show you now, of course. and this is going to be a nice addition into co-op play, of course. And this damage bonus is a really big bonus in the fight for your life, which is a nice addition even in the solo play when you're playing. So this is basically a nice build for a co-op play, and a nice build for solo play and even farming the bosses. So now I'm going to show you what are you going to be using. So of course you will be using Tornado All Rosy. If you have a shock one or a fire one, it will be nice. And then you'll be using Prismatic Bulwark, 3D D1E, Ozkid, of course, Legendary Class Mode Celestial, and for the grenade you can use Longbow Quasar, but I like to use Fire Bee because it will enable my skill overload a little better. So these are the things that you will have to use for a Beast Athena Elemental. And if you have some kind of a rocket launcher that is making your swap speed faster, it is going to be a nice addition into right skill tree for the skill Storm Weaving, because it will increase your elemental effect chance and your fire rate for 30%. And as you can see, when I go into my rocket launcher and back to my Tornado All Rosy, it is swapping them really fastly. So basically this is going to be the end of this video. We're just going to remind ourselves on how to use my skill points without a class mode. But if you have some kind of other class mode, I already told you which skills to boost. So we're going here for our early level Athena, then for 15 level Athena we're going to build it like this, then for 25 level Athena it is going to look like this, then for 35 level Athena like this, then for 45 level Athena like this, and then those 2 points here. And when you have a legendary class mode you will use a little bit different these skill points. Of course you can use them here, those 3 left, if you don't have a legendary class mode, or you can use them here for Gathering Tempest, of course. And I forgot to tell you how to use it for another legendary class mode, that is Eridian Vanquisher class mode. So we'll do it one more time for this legendary class mode, that is a 50 level build. So for this you'll be using your skill points another way, of course, and it is not that good in Elemental Athena because it is boosting this Unrelenting, which we don't need really because it is not that nice of a skill, but because it's boosting you will use it. Then we have 5 points here, 2 here, and those last 2 points you can use into Gathering Tempest or into Overload. It really doesn't matter. It really depends on your kind of the play. And hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give me a like, share this video, and of course subscribe to my channel for more videos like this.